Amplifiers. We amplify the unrecognized voices of young people.
We advocate against the injustices faced by young people.
Like
bullying, teenage pregnancy, and substance abuse.
We also address matters influencing the lives of young people, such as
positive parenting skills, child-led initiatives, and children's rights.
Let's talk about matters influencing the lives of young people.
Let's talk.
Listen to the Amplifiers.
every Saturday morning
On Alex FM 89.1.
Elevate your mind.
Track Lena. Like this track is just doing the most. That was Mama by Amos. Track one was released a year ago and it's currently sitting on 6.1 million views on YouTube. And you're probably asking yourself, wait, what am I listening to? Who am I listening to? Who is this guy who's stammering here on A? So, mina Muhluri Nkuna. Those who know me, they refer to me as Mr. Phenomenal. And you're tuned into the Amplifiers. But wait, I have my own way of starting this. So, and checking the time, only to find out the time is 8:35. Only to find out the young ones are the ones that are currently on air on Alex FM 89.1. You're listening to the Amplifiers. I'm missing the poo.
Yo, bro, I'm just blowing the horn.
What's wrong? And as you know, it's kind of taboo for me to be the captain without having a beautiful co-captain by my side, or else like this ship of ours is going to sink. So leadership, who steers the ship? Over to you.
Dumelang sanibonana bishene anakalina ke na Tshepang Mashitwa, well known as Matonga Windaba ke le tshokela ditaba. And as always, I'm your co-host today, hoping that we're gonna have fun. Globa monati, you understand?
It's sure. Yes, and then we have our flight attendant. Let me start with the guy wearing a cap.
I ain't capping though. My name is Renaye, Justin Mahatlane, aka your boy Young Iron on the mic.
Sure. And then we have a gent here who is his first time on air. Can you guys please give him a round of applause?
No, the round of applause.
Mina tsonga gents la ngari for JK. Van'wana van vitana ku mina blue face. Ntaneri na n'wina ku dzokela kari. Ai mungtwini Rifuwo guys.
Sure. So wow. So we have blue face on air. Yeah. All the way from US.
Blue face.
Yes.
All right. So this brings me to to our next discussion. Renaye, what were we celebrating? Was this yesterday?
We know our the
No, men, I don't know. What were we celebrating?
We're celebrating Women's Day. Come on.
Okay, yes.
For women, for everybody out there was a girl. Or woman.
Okay, we're celebrating Women's Day. Right. So, I want to know, like, being that it's always being said that remember where you go, you must to go where you want to go, you must know the road that will lead you. Yeah. So meaning that there is no future without the past, right?
The who is whoing.
The who is whoing. So I want to know, like, when was Women's Day historically celebrated?
So historically, Women's Day was celebrated on the 8th of March every year, but in South Africa they decided to celebrate it on the 9th of August.
So on the 8th of March is International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Sure. You want to add something? Okay, so can I get a background of Women's Day? Like what transpired in order for us to end up celebrating it?
Let me tell you this one. The first International Women's Day was observed in 1911, and it has been worldwide since then. From 1911, women just decided to give us this beautiful holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so in South Africa, we celebrated in the 9th of August because in 1995, women faced a very big tragedy. And that's why we celebrate in Women's Day in the 9th in South Africa.
All right. Okay, so women march to union buildings, right?
Yeah.
In order for the past laws.
Yeah.
So like Bangserva, unfortunately, ne, and stay tuned, man. We have an interview, nyana, scheduled for you when we come back from the break, right? So this one, me takanyana takanjikanyana, alama vengele, takana shabsa nyana, nyana, yeah, and probably like a couple of seconds, right? But just stay tuned for you to listen to the interview. And guess what? The interview is all the way from Pretoria and belong to me.
And we're back as Alexa from 81.9 Elevate Your Mind as the Amplifiers, the best of the best. Before the break, we were talking about Women's Day, how Women's Day is celebrated, the history of Women's Day. We are actually celebrating the women. It's all about women today. Yesterday we were celebrating women, and today we're talking all about it, showing them appreciation and all.
Definitely. And ngomalero klangeni imun wa strata. But what can I see? So, okay, before I take it any further, right? This song was released 3 weeks ago, and hey,
It's doing hits.
In Zealand, what can I say? Dropped an album, and it's more like an EP. Yes, an EP, 7 songs, right?
Yeah.
From that one, Coma Phone, Pressure, Actually, Muno Strata is my favorite because, like, because I'm not a Muno Strata, so if it make a sense. So, okay, so we have a thingy. We have a text from one of our listeners. Bago, Ausheni Studio. Women's Day, was established on 1956. About 20,000 women marched to, union buildings, but not 1995. I'm correcting you.
He said 1911. Am I wrong?
Thank you very much, our beautiful listener. We really appreciate that. So, yeah, I promised you guys that we have a thing. We have an interview, right? So, but before the interview, we actually have the question of the day. So the question of the day is, why is it important for women to take up a leadership role in the communities? Because, you know, like there's this thingy, like there's this ideology that a woman's place is in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, I have a woman right now and she's busy driving the show with me. You see? So, like I want to know, being that like why do you think like it's very very important for women to take up a leadership roles in their communities? Like let's think about it historically. So, we have women like your mama Winnie Mandela.
Right.
You see?
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela was in prison. She was running the
Took up
movement.
the role.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see? So, my amplifiers, before we listen to our interview, why do you think it's important for women to take up a leadership role in their community? Let me start with Renaye.
Now for one, I think it's important because there's a thing called rights. And I think that it could balance the inequality and equality in rights. If women take up this part of the role and men take this part of the role, the rights will equally be joined. Women and men will equally have enough rights.
All right. Rifuwo?
I understand.
Okay. Show him how is that.
I think it's important, right? It's important because, as Renaye said, everybody has got a right. But it's also important to acknowledge women because there are women out there who are powerful and born to lead. There are women out there who know the things to do. The thing or the theology of saying that a woman's place is in the kitchen is really not working because there are women with potential out there, talent and skills to show people. So it's important for women to like drive, just hold the steering wheel and drive so you can see just how much potential that each woman has in herself.
Yeah.
Not only for being a mother, a sister, somebody's daughter, but also being a leader to a community or a place.
Definitely.
Yes.
Mina personally, I feel like women should actually like take up the leadership role, and actually like them taking up the leadership role starts with them supporting each other. Like now, let's say I'm a woman, right? Yes, my name is Betty for the day.
Let's say
ouch.
Okay,
ouch.
No, it was guys. It was
So
not.
You see, I'm being violated. You see, a woman violating a fellow woman, but it's fine. So, like they can start off by supporting each other, because like there is unity in power, and Yeah, so now can we kindly listen to our interview that we as the Amplifiers went all the way to Pretoria, because I told you guys right? Let us go all the way to PTA and actually like listen on like what was happening, because we were attending a Women's Day event which was hosted by Angels Nest South Africa. So yeah, let us listen to our interview.
What's up, Amplifiers? So here I'm back again at it on the ground. Today we traveled all the way from Alex, and apparently we're in Sunnyside. And here I have a very, 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 very wonderful woman. So I'll give her an opportunity to introduce herself. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Sabina Tederera, and I am the founder and director of Angels Nest Southern Africa, an organization that is a community-based organization in Pretoria, and in some parts of Gauteng, which is in Tembisa, and parts of the Eastern Cape.
That's very, very wonderful. So, being that like here, I'm seeing a very, very strong woman in front of me, a woman who is a leader. Like, I want to know, like, why is it important for like younger girls and women in general to like take up a leadership role in their communities?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that, and I'm sure you would have seen from our audiences that it included young girls. It is very, very important. Intergenerational learning is very, very important. It's important that I share that which I know with the younger generation, and the younger generation also shares that which they know with me as today, because you know the world is changing, the world is moving. We call you guys AMA 2K. You know more than us in terms of the digital world, but we also have information, we also have things that we know that you guys do not know from the past. So as we get older, because we're not going to be around forever, as we get older, we also would like to leave that which we know and prepare you guys, you little girls and little boys, for tomorrow after our departures. And women, it is very important for women to be part of the leadership in each and everything that happens within our communities, because as mothers, you know, most households, it's said in our African culture that fathers are the heads of the families. But as you learned through the seminar today, the women are the necks. So you know, it's where the neck is where everything happens. I mean, as women, we are able to move this information through the gatherings, be it in churches, be it in women's gatherings, which is very common for women to be able to do that, as opposed to men. I mean, you see most of our men, they've got no space to gather and talk through things, apart from the club. I mean, I'm not discriminating here. I'm stating a fact where most of those issues are not really discussed. Yeah, so it is important, because with women, once you tell or once you share with one woman, you have shared with the community. Once you teach a community, you have taught it. Once a woman leads, they lead the whole community. Yeah.
Yeah, that is it's big stuff, eh? and honestly, because like we are currently like celebrating Women's Day today.
Yeah.
So like I want to know from someone who has been here, who has been alive for so long, like I want to know, like why is it important for young people to actually commemorate Women's Day?
Okay, that's a very good one. You know, I was thinking about it yesterday, and I thought this day that we are commemorating today, it goes back to 1956. I wasn't even born. My mother, I think, was 4 then, but that time the women who were taking action were taking action for themselves. But today we are here commemorating this day and benefiting from the day, benefiting from the actions that were taken by the women that took action back in 1956. So it is very important to remind ourselves, because these women, they fought for our rights. They fought for our rights as women in South Africa.
Okay, and as a final question, I want to know, like, what can you say to that child who stays in Sunnyside, that child in Alexandra, who like wants to grow up and actually like take their rightful place in the leadership space?
I say, child, it's possible. Child, take the space. Because that's all I can tell them. Because, look, there's nothing more to tell this child. If they want to take the space, let them take the space. Because the space is there. The space is there. The opportunity is there. The chance is there. So what I would say is, child, take the step. Take the space. Move with the space. Yeah.
All right. So, if our listeners are interested in like getting a hold of you, where can they get you?
Okay. So you can find us. We've got a website, and it's www.angelsnestsouthernsA.org. Also on email, which is sabina@angelsnestsa.org, or my telephone number, which is 060-400-4843.
All right. Thank you very much, Ma. Hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.
Thank you. You too.
Issue, and that was Mama Sabina Tederera, a director for Angels Nest South Africa, which is a woman. She's a woman in leadership.
She's a leader.
She's a leader.
Power to that.
She's holding the wheel.
Yes.
She's driving that
shit. She's in control.
Yes, and okay, what insights do you guys take away from the interview?
Now, for one, I gratefully want to say that I want to take that step you talked about. That step, it's going to lead me far, because I have a lot of things to do. I have a lot of talent, and I always said I didn't want to take the step. But hearing those words, now I want to go further. I want to take that step you talked about.
Okay. But Rifuwo? We'll pass.
Well, from my side, it's it taught me a lot of things, right? And it also taught me the part that being a woman does not mean that you're weak and you cannot do it.
Mm-hmm.
Being a woman does mean that you are in control and you can do it. She is a living inspiration of that.
Yes.
She has done amazing things for women, just for women, because she appreciates them and wants to show other people that women are appreciated out there, man.
Sure. Well, Mama Sabina, because I know she's listening. I know she's listening.
Please.
You already have friends in the studio. You already have a family at Alexa Film.
Thank you.
So, yeah, what I actually took in, it's basically something which I've been saying a long time ago. When you have access to something, don't keep it to yourself. What I mean by this, it's knowledge is power, but powerless if you got it and you do not acknowledge it. By you acknowledging the knowledge is by you spreading the knowledge. You see, Pelamina, I learned about Angels Nest a few months ago. Look at me now. See, I'm spreading the knowledge. I'm acknowledging the knowledge. So acknowledge me.
Acknowledge.
It's more like a dream without a vision is just a wish.
You sure?
Exactly.
You see, ne?
Everybody count codes today.
Give us one.
I don't have one.
I could like a malagulet all in day.
Yes.
See, I just gave you one in tongue. So, being that I want to know, from the amplifiers, being that there is a lot of controversy regarding to why don't men actually have a day dedicated to them? I think a month dedicated to them. So I want to know, do you guys think that men actually deserve a day? A month to honor them?
Yes, they do.
Yes, definitely.
They do
Absolutely perfect.
Because there are men out there, actually. There are men out there who work hard. There are men out there who make sure that their families are protected, they're provided.
Mm-hmm.
There are men who work hard just to make sure that everybody in the household is okay, everybody in the household is taken care of. So men do deserve their own month, because there are also people at the end of the day.
Yes. Power to that.
You like the fact that a woman says that it's
leadership.
It's commanding.
It's going in. Yeah, I'm definitely I would definitely agree with that. Yes, there are men who actually are perpetrators of violence, but it's not everyone who does that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, you cannot like paint everyone with the same brush. There are men actually who are so like whom are single parents and they are actually doing the most. But as you know, let me hand over to Akaman Mama Wungu. But what is currently happening in the country. So from me, Jara Kamawotani, let me laugh, let me leave you. Hit us up, same time, same place, next week. Tango!